everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Roxanne, the Tiny Taster, and you've been requesting a lot of Parsi recipes. So I'm trying to fulfill all your wishes, and today's recipe is another smasher. It is the very popular Lagan Nu Custard. So now Lagan means wedding and Lagan Nu Custard meaning the custard from a wedding. So it's usually a very elaborate dessert that's made during weddings and celebrations, and it's more festive and it's full of dry fruits. A little bit different from a classic caramel custard or even a flan. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a big fat thumbs up. Make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to learn more about the Parsi community, which is my community, what we eat, what we like, where we came from, things like that, I have a wonderful detailed video. I'm gonna link that below. Make sure to check that out as well. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this and let's get cooking. For this recipe, you're going to need a liter of milk, full fat milk preferably, and you'll need a thick bottom vessel like this, which will help in heating it later. You're also going to need 3 large eggs, a cup of sugar, you can add more if you want it sweeter, a mix of nutmeg and cardamom powder, some vanilla essence, and some chopped nuts. Traditionally, we like to use charoli and some almonds, maybe even raisins, but I like to add pistachio and almonds. I think just the two of them is perfect. This is actually a fairly easy recipe to start with. You just heat that whole liter of milk and you want to bring this to a boil and heat it completely till it reduces about 1/3 in consistency. You'll notice it thickens up as it heats, but you have to let the milk reduce at least 1/3. To this, you start adding in your sugar gradually. I would say add it in bit at a time, just because if you add the whole thing in to a boiling pot of milk, it'll all start spilling over and overboil. So just add it in bit by bit. I want to stress at this stage, some recipes ask you to add a little bit of condensed milk. You can do that as well. It helps to thicken and give the milk a nice creamy thick texture, but I do it without and I think it turns out just fine. I've only added a cup of sugar because I think that's more than enough, but I do feel that people like it sweeter or need it really sweet, so I would say maybe add 1.5 cups or 2 cups of sugar. But taste it at this stage, taste the milk and see how sweet it is, and if you need to add more, you certainly can. So you will notice that after you add the sugar and once the milk's boiled, if you can see, it's thickened slightly, it's gotten a little bit frothy, and that's exactly what you want. You just keep mixing it to make sure that all the sugar has melted completely. Crack your eggs in a bowl and just beat them up completely. You want to do this whilst your milk is cooling down once it's boiled. You need to beat this eggs. You can do it with an electric beater or a blender, but I think just doing it with a fork is fine. Just make sure that it's completely runny and smooth. To your beaten eggs, you want to add in your vanilla essence. This is essential to get rid of any eggy taste that will linger on into the custard. Just mix it well, keep beating it and incorporate it well so there are no real lumps, or as much as you can to avoid lumps in the eggs. So just keep beating the eggs till you get that nice runny texture. Once your milk mixture has come down completely to room temperature, you want to add in your mixture of eggs, but please ensure that this is done when your milk is completely cooled down and at room temperature, because if it is hot, you're going to have scrambled eggs. The eggs are going to curdle and scramble and it's just going to be a hot mess. So to this, you'll also add in your cardamom powder and nutmeg powder mixture and mix it all in. But please, I want to reiterate, make sure that your milk is completely cooled. Do not rush this step. So you're going to need a baking dish, which I have just greased with butter just to ensure that the pudding or the custard really doesn't stick into the bowl. To this, you will add in your entire milk mixture. Some people like to strain it because there might be a few bits that you can see floating by. It doesn't really bother me. I think it adds a little bit of character to the custard, so I don't mind that. But you could strain it if you wanted to. I like to add in some of the chopped nuts at this stage, and I know some people find it pointless because it is a liquid mixture, so the nuts tend to sink to the bottom, but I find sometimes they float in between, and even if they sink to the bottom, it adds a nice little crunchy taste in between. So I add some of the nuts now and I leave the rest for later. I pop this into the oven for about 25 minutes. Halfway through, I add the rest of the nuts, and I am left at the end with this beautiful baked Lagan Nu custard. You can see that nice charring on the top. That's like the burnt bits, which are actually the yummy ones. But if you feel that in between your custard is getting burnt too much and it's still not cooked, you just want to cover the top and let it cook completely. So that's pretty much it. This is my recipe. Easy peasy, caramel custardy squeezy. Well, it's not a caramel custard, it's a Lagan Nu custard. But I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to leave a link to the detailed blog post below. And as always, if you like this, like the video, share the video, subscribe, and I will see you soon.